Welcome back, everybody, to another week of Pulp Picks. My name is Fritz, and let's see what we got. So, starting off, we've got a couple goodies here with some new Absolute books. We've got the start of the new Heretic arc for Absolute Wonder Woman, and we're reaching our halfway point here on Absolute Catwoman. Both of these have been super good so far. I think we've been selling through Catwoman a lot, especially on this one. So, if you haven't been checking that one out, definitely do. We're going to be taking a little intermission for a special one-shot coming out next month. Speaking of fun one-offs, we've got a facsimile reprint of Action Comics #1. So in case you don't have a couple $1 million lying around, here's your way to have a nice copy. Let's see, what else this week? We've got a bunch of actual cool one-shots. We've got Mask Origins. It's kind of collecting all the kind of lead into Mask #1 from G.I. Joe, the free comic book day specials. So if you were someone who's either missed out on any of those issues or you just want to kind of like have this nice little complete package, you got this right here. We've got the literal one-shot from DC. It's mostly a Deadshot focused story, but does like tease out some of the other new upcoming books they've got coming, like Teen Titans, Doom Patrol, Demon. So if you're interested in those, it's a fun little check out there. Otherwise, it's Floyd having a horrible time, as tends to happen when you spend all your time killing other people. And we've also got the start of the Batman Bad Seeds crossover between all the Batman books. Basically, Poison Ivy was just like, oh, you're going to arrest me? What if I just like make Gotham a giant jungle? How about that? So they basically got till dawn before everything becomes irreversible and catastrophic. So, you know, ticking time clock, what you always want in a cool adventure story for your superheroes. With a new #1 this week, we've got Black Tower, the Raven Conspiracy from Vertigo. This is one I've been particularly excited about. I'm always excited when there's a new Ram V book. And this one is him kind of doing like a cool espionage, but there's also like a weird magic element to it. We've got espers, we've got werewolves, we've got maybe people who aren't who they appear to be in other ways. Typical spy stuff. Beautifully rendered by Mike Perkins. Love his art on there. We've got, this one is a big one here, ROM #1. This is a one-shot. If you bought a blind bag, you might have gotten a copy of this for Mask #1 instead. But basically, we've got the big introduction of ROM to the Energon universe. And just in time, as he is also starring in this week's issue of Void Rivals. I would definitely recommend reading the ROM issue first, then Void Rivals. Really fun time. I'll be honest, not super familiar with Rom, but I really enjoy the voice that Kirkman gives him in these. Also love his cape, who is named Carpet, which is adorable. Let's see. So it's a big week. So let's see what else we got. Ooh, speaking of facsimiles from before, we've got a TMNT issue 1 facsimile from Eastman and Laird. This one, we were talking about this before. They haven't really reprinted this one too often, so this is definitely a good get if you don't have one of these on hand, or if you're a Turtles fan already, or if you're just someone who's wanting to get into it. Definitely a cool piece of history right here. Let's see. We've got both a reprint of issue 1 of Terminal and the new issue 2 here. New book from Skybound from Kirkman, Casey, and Kubert. The first issue, as you can tell from us having these, sold out real quick. So if you missed out on that, definitely come and grab a copy. And make sure you get down for issue 2 going forward, so that way you don't have that problem. And last but not least, we've got the new Rick Remender book here with gorgeous art by Steve Epting. So Remender, he's pretty typically a favorite here. A bunch of his older stuff like Low, his previous work at Marvel with like Uncanny Avengers, all that kind of stuff has been always well received. And this one, basically what happens when a low-life hitman ends up with a very dangerous physical artifact. What could go wrong? Spoiler alert, basically everything. Oh, well, you know what's not going wrong? This beautiful selection of variant covers we got up here this week. In particular, I love the foil cover for TMNT. Those foil covers are always just super gorgeous. We've also got, what's another good one here? Oh, can't go wrong with the fun Dan Mora cover for Bad Seeds. Also have another foil facsimile cover for Action Comics there. And a bunch of cool graphic novels. We finally got volume 2 of Absolute Martian Manhunter in. So if you've been wanting to get all that in one sitting, we've got that in volume 1 on hand. Easily one of the best titles of the Absolute books, which is saying something because they've all been pretty great. As well as a new classic G.I. Joe omnibus. Look at how thick this thing is. Light as a feather, really. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're making these things just look the best. We've also got some more Turtles graphic novels, some collections of recent Planet She-Hulk, and a new printing of The Dark Knight Returns. So if you're looking for new stuff or old stuff, we got plenty of that. And I don't know, that seems like a good place as any to end it. So hope you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and hope to see you in the store later today.